Hi friends, welcome to Answers. So today it is the 93rd episode in the history series. So today we're going to discuss about another language family of the world, and that is the Dravidian language family. A language family which many people actually think that it is a part of the larger Indo-European language family, which is very wrong. Let's begin. First, as usual, we're going to draw the map where these languages are spoken. It is mainly spoken in India, by the way. Okay, so India, next South India. Wait, let's just make it more bigger. Okay, this is not for scale. Okay, my drawings are not exactly perfect. And Myanmar and also Sri Lanka. I'll draw it aside because there's not exactly space, Okay, so now let's draw where these languages are. Yes, so there are four main subdivisions inside of this language family. First is the south central, and it's larger parts of it about here. And next the central, and finally the northern languages here. Next small languages here, and yeah, that is it. So what are the languages in this language family? So first let's start with the south. In the south, the main language families are Tamil, Malayali and Kannada. Yes, so these three are the main language families in the southern part. But what about the smaller languages, minor ones? These minor languages include Tulu and languages just like that. Many minor languages are located about between the border of where these languages are spoken. Yes. So next and also one fun fact, Tamil is also spoken in Sri Lanka. Yeah, that's a very big chunk of Sri Lanka, that is.
Lakshadweep.
So, and also the islands of Lakshadweep, which is a part of India, speaks mainly Malayalam. Yes. So next in the south central, there are two states which speak the same language which I do. Telugu. This is the major language out of the south central languages. So the main one is Telugu. Okay, so this is the main border of the language. But there are again smaller languages like Gondi, and yeah, that's it. So next in the central. The central covers a very small region. There is not exactly a major languages. Many smaller languages spread across the region. So next, last and finally is the north. And yes, I didn't believe it the first time, but there are actually Dravidian languages in Pakistan. Yeah, I did not believe it at the first time when I saw that. Yes, but I have to do now because it's true. So first here, there's the biggest one out of the north ones. That is Brahui. Yes, so it is mainly spoken in Balochistan inside of Pakistan and a small piece of the country of Afghanistan. Yes, so next is the main language here in the eastern northern language subdivision is the one and only Kukur language. Yes, it's its actual name. Yeah, so this is the majority Dravidian language there. It is spread across many regions, even into small regions of Nepal, Bhutan and even Bangladesh. Yes, this single language covers 4 countries. That's great. So this is for the languages located in this region. But what about the similarities and the misconception which I said earlier? How did that misconception form? Let's start with the misconception. Yes, once upon a time, there are people known as the Indo-Aryans who came to India. Before that, there was kind of nothing, very smaller tribes and people who just stayed here. Yeah, but what languages did they speak here before the Indo-Aryans came? They must have spoken a language, right? Those were the Dravidian languages. This is the largest indigenous Indian language family in India ever. Yes, so theorists say that the Dravidian influence was this big in India. Yeah, that means Dravidian languages were spread all across the country. Many similarities were there. So when the Indo-Aryans finally came to India from Turkmenistan and Persia, they created new languages, Sanskrit, Vedic Sanskrit, that is, to write their new hymns and make Hinduism. But they need some inspiration, right? Even though they were mainly related to the Persian people, they still kind of got influenced by the Dravidian languages. Sanskrit is a very important. Wait, let's use another marker, another blue marker. Sanskrit. I'll just write Sa to represent Sanskrit. Yes, so Sanskrit. It is a language which has many different words. The vocabulary mainly comes from Persian and its own words, and sometimes from the Dravidian languages. But the thing is, most of the structure derives from the Dravidian languages. The structure of the language is very similar to the Dravidian languages of which we know today. Yes, and its grammar is also very different, of which. So, Sanskrit, Vedic Sanskrit sister language and language known as Avestan, mainly spoken in Persian. So they have some similarities, but Sanskrit has many differences, like new differences which are more similar to the Dravidian languages than the Avestan. Yes, so this created proof that Sanskrit also got influenced by the Dravidian languages, a bigger network of languages. So, but now it's different. The number of native Indo-Aryan speakers is 800 million people. But for the Dravidian peoples, native Dravidian people, there are only 250 million people, out of which I am one human. Yeah. So times have changed. Now the Indo-Aryans have conquered India. Yes. So from this Sanskrit, other languages came, and one of them, Hindi, a language which will kind of change the history of India. Not exactly the history, but the linguistic history in the recent modern times. Yes, so Hindi also is very much related to Dravidian languages in the grammatical and structural form. Meanwhile, so these in the Indo-European languages got influenced by structure. Their structure is very related to the Dravidian languages, but many Dravidian languages got their vocabulary from the Indo-Aryans. Yes, many words in these languages originated from Persian or just the Sanskrit at all. Yes, that's kind of a trading between both of them. Yes, so and finally, I'm going to see some things which they have similar between them, some grammatical things. So one thing is known as cousinity. Yes, which is that difference between two types of ways. The me and the person speaking, that means the speaker and the listener, and or any other person as well, or we, that means, okay, I'll just explain. There are two types of ways. One is for us and other people, and this one is for the listener and speaker and others. Yes, so the first one here means you are saying, including you and some other people who is not the listener. But this we means just listener and the speaker and some other people related to them. So these are completely different in meaning. So many Dravidian languages have that in common, along with other languages which got influenced by these Dravidian languages. Yes, yeah. So next another thing is they have negative words, negative verbs. In English we can't say I didn't. That means I did not complete your homework. That is normal. But completed, that's not normal. So I will tell an example. Nenu chesanu, I did. Not exactly chesanu because did is already a helping verb. But nenu matladanu, I talked. Yes, but nenu matladledu, I didn't talk. Matladledu is just one single word. Yes. So see that there are many things between both of them. And also a difference in questioning, a difference in a lot of things. All of those can't fit in like a 10-minute video. See you today about the Dravidian language family. Bye.